Hello. For my presentation, I did the personal safety bracelet by me. Proposed product. The technology I'm proposing is an interactive bracelet designed to improve personal safety / potentially save lives. The bracelet would allow the user to switch between 3 levels: safe, uncomfortable, and SOS. If the user begins to feel suspicious, they would switch to uncomfortable. The bracelet would then begin location tracking. If the SOS mode is activated, whether manually or verbally, the bracelet will begin to record audio and video, which could be used to identify a potential perpetrator. At the same time, the bracelet will alert authorities, relaying time and location data in order to provide assistance. In regards to this bracelet, there are several questions that will be raised concerning the potential ways that humans will interact with it. One of the biggest questions is what/if any features can be implemented to make the user feel safer as to increase the effectiveness of the bracelet. This question is important as when it comes to personal safety, users want there to be no chance of their product failing or not working as intended, as it could result in an injury or worse, death. It is only fair that the bracelet is questioned as useful, as in if it does too little, or on the same note, how does it differ from other personal safety items such as pepper spray? Purpose. The research study smart bracelets towards automating personal safety using wearable smart jewelry pokes one of the biggest holes in our proposed product. The study states, quote, "A major challenge in preventing physical violence is the inability of the victims to seek timely help as the assault takes place," which can be found in paragraph 2. This is due to the assault being, quote, "unexpected, sudden, and incapacitating, rendering the victim incapable of getting their phones out and dialing for help," end quote, in the same paragraph, or in our case, switching between the modes of the bracelet. The study also makes notes of elderly victims and their, quote, "slower reflexes that reduce their reaction times," end quote, also in paragraph 2, which would be valid in regards to older users of a proposed bracelet. The implication is that the response/report action should be automated, in which the study suggests machine learning and user movement analysis should be combined in order to create this. Testing/reliability. The research study presented 2 usage demonstration scenarios labeled as automated assault detection and support for elderly or disabled users. So in the first scenario, they attempted to replicate an assault from behind, with the struggle resulting in bracelets detecting movements, which triggered an emergency service call. Again, this was a test run, so it wasn't a real call. This also resulted in the location being sent to the quote-unquote police, which was the computer, via message, via a paired connection through the phone. And the bracelet continuously transmitted location. The second scenario attempts to replicate a sudden fall, and the bracelet the bracelet is supposed to detect the fall as unusual movement, which it did, and as in the first scenario, triggered a phone call and also transmitted location. And although I believe this is not sufficient testing, I believe this is a good starting point for further research to see how reliable/accurate an automated emergency response can be, and if it's realistic enough to be implemented into a retail market. More scenarios/movements need to be tested to see if the bracelet would accidentally mark movements as false flags, calling into question the implementation of a "are you in an emergency" alert that would alert services if not responded to in a prompt fashion. There could also be some surveys done with potential designs of this product to see if people would like it, consider it bulky or unfashionable, or any number of other comments. Major findings. The study believes a wearable smart device is ideal for the implementation of the purpose, as it's embedded in a regular fashion bracelet, which is equipped with a, quote, "microcontroller, gyroscope, accelerometer, temperature, pressure sensors, GPS, and microphones," all of which can be cited from paragraph 3. And the sensors collect user activity and vital signs continuously. And a machine learning algorithm on the microcontroller, quote, "detects and differentiates the user's regular movement and unexpected and sudden movements, indicative of an assault," end quote, also found in paragraph 3. And upon detecting an assault, the bracelet connects to the user's phone and contacts emergency services, transmitting GPS coordinates as well. And the study also notes a speaker module within the microcontroller is capable of playing a siren or a loud noise. As you can see here, here's the prototype of the bracelet, which is a bit bulky, but again, it's an early design, and the microcontroller can actually see it in the bottom right. So what's the bigger context when it comes to the personal safety bracelet? Well, the automation of such devices would only serve to help our bracelet overall. As in a situation where help cannot be manually called, the device would help to dramatically increase response time slash help you reach help at all. And compounded with other features like a large siren, it could very much have the potential to save a life. But although the concept of a personal safety bracelet does not fix the issue of assaults, it could potentially have the effect of discouraging them. If such devices became widespread and common, say if they became optimized to work as intended and were considered fashionable, to the point where the general public becomes aware through stories of the bracelet saving people, it could possibly get to a point where it could be assumed that a randomly selected individual would have a more than likely chance of wearing one of these bracelets. This would reduce assaults, hopefully by a statistically significant amount. And if the bracelet was widespread through affordability, it would make users feel more comfortable doing activities at any time of the day. But I believe the biggest change this bracelet would cause is a bigger, much needed conversation about the sickening nature of violence, sexual or physical, because this technology is more of a band-aid rather than a solution, but it brings to light the sad state of fear many people around the world live in, and hopefully leads to frameworks of more permanent socio-cultural solutions. Thank you.